When you're visiting CES, one of the things that you'll certainly hear a lot about with a lot of different products is AI, artificial intelligence. But I will say that one of the most interesting ways I've seen it integrated is into a pool cleaner, and specifically this one from Beatbot. Welcome back to our CES coverage from Digital Trends. I'm Chris Hagan, and like I said, we are talking about a world's first when it comes to the AquaSense 2 Ultra, specifically from its artificial intelligence powered by a 4-core CPU within this thing and all kinds of different features that make cleaning your pool a lot easier and a lot more hands-off if you want to set it and forget it. So let's start with the headliner, artificial intelligence. And how has that worked into a pool cleaner? Well, that's through 27 different sensors powered by a 4-core CPU that works really well with efficiency. Within the AquaSense 2 Ultra, efficiency is defined by mapping out the best path to take. And to do that, this thing uses ultrasonic and infrared sensors. That means this bot can adapt to the variety of shapes and sizes that our pools come in. And with advanced AI algorithms, it will reduce overlap and clean your pool in the most efficient amount of time. The next thing exclusive to the AquaSense 2 Ultra is its 5-in-1 cleaning technology. This means from surface skimming to waterline scrubbing, floor cleaning, wall scrubbing, and even water clarification. This thing delivers unmatched precision and completion when it comes to getting your pool to look its best. So a lot of pool cleaners, what they'll do is they will make sure they go through the pool and clean, obviously, but they don't always double check their work. And that's what's great about the artificial intelligence features within this AquaSense 2 Ultra. Once it goes through and picks up the debris, it uses those sensors to make sure that there's nothing left behind and that it doesn't need to go back and get more to ensure there aren't any missed spots when the job is completed. And when we say job is completed, we mean the entire pool, including shallow depth entries into more deeper areas of the pool as well, whereas other bots may not be able to handle both within one system. One of the other features that I really liked a lot about this, and you can kind of tell at the display we're in with the clear water, is the water clarification system. What makes things convenient is that there's nothing complicated about this clarification system. It's ready to use right out of the box. It's a natural, eco-friendly clarifier derived from recycled crab shells, if you believe it or not, and it removes dirt, oils, and metal residues, preventing scum and buildup and discoloration of your pool to make sure, again, everything remains very clear. And one thing that might normally be overlooked is its water surface parking and navigation system, which is more of a complicated way to say it's really easy to retrieve from the pool. So traditional bots may return to the edge of the pool, but then if they don't tread water or stay afloat, then they're difficult to get out of the pool. What this one does is once the AquaSense 2 Ultra reaches 15% battery or completes its job, it returns to the edge of the pool and then propels water out in order to stay afloat, making it easy for you to just go to the edge of the pool and pick it right up. And once you do remove it from the pool, if you want to get the debris out, that is very simple as well. You simply lift the hatch up top, and then this is very easy to remove. And depending on how dirty your pool may be or how big the pool may be, you may be able to get more than one use out of this tray that picks up debris before having to clean it out. The moral of the story with the AquaSense 2 Ultra is that it is so smart within itself that you don't have to be an expert pool cleaner to use this and get the most out of it. With its artificial intelligence, you are covered in terms of time efficiency, in terms of mapping out the pool, getting it clean, making sure that the debris is picked up and it is done thoroughly without leaving anything behind, and that everything's done in an eco-friendly manner and easily retrievable once the job is done. And as you look across this beautiful booth, you can see that this kind of fits their theme of easy-to-use products that will make your life, specifically cleaning your pool here, a lot easier and more efficient. And also pretty good for the environment. For example, they have the Amphibian Turtle. Now, this is a prototype in development that they don't expect to be released for another 2 to 3 years at least. However, what it does is really cool. It looks like a turtle, acts like a turtle, swims like a turtle to not be disruptive to ecosystems, but does collect data to help scientists determine what's best for the environment, how to help the environment, and even how to help some endangered species. So that is what's really cool about Beatbot, and I highly recommend coming to check out this booth, if for nothing else than to respect the hard work that it took for everybody to get whole tools in here to demonstrate the products. Thank you so much for joining us for this video. If you want to check out the Beatbot AquaSense 2 Ultra or any of the products offered by Beatbot, be sure to check the links in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.